Hello everyone, we're at a little bit of a different setting here today. We're looking at episode 3, and you can go check out the other 2 episodes on Fallon.Frisbee on YouTube, and go check out my Instagram, Fallon.Frisbee. But I'm here with somebody who's no stranger to the horse world, Missy Etheridge, from the cutting side of things to running barrels and everything in between. Tell me how you got your start into the horse world.
Well, for horses, I've been horse crazy my whole life, and the first horse I ever owned, I purchased it because I was going to get a dog, and the lady wouldn't take the money I had for the dog. She said she didn't discount dogs, and so then I bought the first horse in a Piggly Wiggly from somebody.
So we're here at your ranch. How many horses do you have here?
I try not to count. If you count, you'd get pretty depressed, so I don't count them.
So you have your stud, Lenny, here. So tell me about him and how his personality is.
I love Lenny. He is a great animal. He's an amazing athlete, super smart, physical, all the things. As far as his personality, he is extremely spoiled, and I've created that monster. But he's very kind, does anything I ask him to do, and he and I just really have a connection that I'm thankful for.
With him having the success he did in the show ring, tell me about his babies and how that's carrying on.
This year is our first full crop that it has hit the ground, and every time you have, or I'm assuming everyone that ever breeds a horse for the first time, you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what they're going to look like. And I kind of go against the grain with it because I'm a non-professional and I do my own thing with my horses and so on and so forth. So for me to continue on this dream is kind of outside of the box. And so the first baby, I was extremely anxious to see her, and it was actually out of A Star Is Born, who's my soulmate horse, and she was stunning. She looks just like Lenny, all the color, the flash, and just like Holiday, the little spots on her belly. So I think God just gave me the best of both of them. So it'll be pretty exciting to get on her back. I probably won't be the one that does it first, but it'll be exciting when I get to get on her back.
So having babies and breeding, what does y'all's process with that look like?
As far as Lenny is concerned, or all of them?
From all of them.
I guess the last 2 years, Totally Awesome was the first horse I ever trained, raised, all the above myself, and took him to the futurity, and I did very well on him. I think we won like 75,000 or so at the futurity. So it was a big step for me. It was the first horse from start to finish, not that I got from someone as a 2-year-old or something like that. So for me, I enjoy breeding the animals. I enjoy mixing the parents together. And everything on my place now is either something I have raised or a mare that I have here for Lenny. So that's my goal. I don't want anyone else's boys. If it's a boy here, it's something that I've raised.
Right. So working every day, like this morning at 3 a.m. we went and rode, and
Yeah.
that was really cool to get to see kind of behind the scenes. So what does your typical day look like? I'm sure it's really busy.
Yes, this morning we just did the flag, so that's easier. So then, if it's the other one, you would have had to probably start about 1:32. Still probably the first one out here, but it would have been 1:32 o'clock. Because then you have to get the cows up and do all that. So the process is longer.
Right.
But it's pretty much the same every day. We warm the horses up, we do our thing, work them, cool them out, therapy them, put them out, some get turned out.
So,
They have a pretty good life.
yes. So with the futurity at the end of this year, who all are you bringing, and what does that look like for you in preparation?
I'm ready. I'm ready now. I wish it was tomorrow, which is a blessing in itself. But I have a horse that Vicki Lynn bought for me at the futurity sale. It's a metallic gray mink horse. I named her My Kind of Mink. And then I have a horse that I raised. His name is Dig This. He's full brother Totally Awesome that I did well on last year. And then I have a mare named Tipsy Talkin', and she is a smooth talking style out of Soon You Will See, which is a mare that I've watched her whole career, and I just recently purchased her last year for Lenny. So everything I do is for Lenny.
So talking back to that first horse, you broke the internet last year with your $1 million
Yes.
2-year-old. So how's he
Yeah,
doing
my
now?
husband did that.
Yes.
I did not do that. She's very well. She's a good horse, and she and I click, and it's getting, there was a few things in the beginning that we had to work out, and it's all coming together now. Like, I think she'll be ready, and I think all is going to be well.
So what are some goals you have for yourself set right now with everything going on?
For me, every I don't have a goal, like as far as, oh, I want to go win the fraternity or I want to go do something like this, because all that stuff, it's just a show. I mean, I love the show. I would love for that to happen, but it's just a show. So for me, my goal has always been and always will be to bring each horse to its fullest potential. So in doing that, everything else falls into place. So I mean, I don't have any kind of goals. I guess the only goal I ever set was, oh, I want to win $1 million, and I did it. So now it's pretty much just bring each horse to what they're going to be, to the best that they can be, and then let the chips fall where they may.
So for somebody new getting into this, what's some of the biggest advice you'd give to them?
Have fun. When I used to have fun and didn't know what I was doing, oh my God, I have pictures of me smiling and I'm going sideways up the pin, but I'm so happy. And now that I know every, thing that goes along with it, I'm rarely smiling. So I would say have fun and feel the horse underneath you. Like today, when you got to feel that mare, it's amazing feeling that they're so connected. You kept wanting to do it. I'm like, put your hand down. So once you just do it and let them take over, and it takes years to train them to get to that point, but when you do, it's exhilarating to feel you and the horse be a team, and you're just in there dancing together.
Right, and it's so natural too.
Yes, it's really fun.
So let's talk about a little bit of different side of things. Let's talk about the barrel horse world.
Mm-hmm.
So I see you're big friends with Dakota Monk, and you have a couple horses with him. Tell me about those horses, and one actually won the Ruby Buckle Futurity, which is a big deal.
Her name is Sace Martinis, or Martini, and she, because I am Missy Jean and my daughter is Millie Jo, Paula Monk said she needs to have two names, so we now named her Marty Jane. But he won the first show out with, as far as me owning him, she won the BBR, and then she did something else, I don't remember really, and then she went to the Ruby Buckle and won that. I think she won the first go, and then she also did really well in the average for the open of that. So she did the fraternity and the open. She's drop dead gorgeous. I had already purchased her before I ever saw her, and then I called Dakota Monk, but Monk brought her to the Super Stakes because I was there showing. And so I just got to see her walk off the trailer, and he put her back in and took her from me. So I don't get to do anything with her. He's going to ride her for the next 2 years. So I'll one day get the babies, though. That's what I'm excited for. I like to breed horses. I like to have the babies. I like to see what what comes out of that.
And watching them grow up, and when they do well, it's like, oh my gosh, it's a big
Yes,
deal.
that's my baby. I remember when they did this.
I remember they were
Just
crazy.
the same way that your mom talks about you, I talk about them. It's kind of neat.
So a couple months ago, I saw you at a jackpot, and you had some big plans in the future. So is there anything you'd like to say about that and that road?
As far as what I want to do in the future, no, I don't tell people my plans on that.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
So you and your daughter, y'all both run barrels, and y'all do a lot in the horse world, and y'all are very active in it. So what did you do different, and what really helped you and push her to go and have success in the arena?
Millie Jo, she's a competitor. She enjoys it. She's not as, I don't know what the word is, but not as gritty as I am, perhaps. And they think that I do too much. They don't like all the therapy and all the stuff. But to me, they're athletes, so I'm going to do every and anything I can for them. But as far as Millie Jo, going and succeeding, I'm pretty rough. You saw that a little bit this morning. I'm not that nice. And so it's not that I'm not nice. Obviously I am. But I'm very forceful and get it done. Communicate with your horse. You're hurting your horse if you're not trying to figure that out and get it done very quickly. So there's some things that we do as riders that might be the weak link, and I think all of us need to open up and see that and then try to fix it, because sometimes it's not always our team member.
Right. So Missy Jean here actually has some exciting news coming to MJ Balm. So tell me more about that.
Well, we've already formulated it. So as far as the balm and the spray, we are working on a tincture, a calming, and the tincture is for pain, anxiety, and focus. But that's my original tincture, and this one, we're trying to work that out for this as well. But a non-CBD formula, because of the horses that are in the FEI, those kind of things. Is that what it's called, the FEI? But it's the English riding, jumping, dressage, AQHA does not allow any CBD products, so that was my main goal of trying to do it because I have a girl, Kelly Daniel, that sells it for me, and she deals with a lot of AQHA stuff. And so I had to come up with something that would keep my customers going when it was time to go to their shows.
Right.
So the balm and the spray are amazing. Like, they work great. So if a person cannot have that due to rules and regulations, or if they themselves don't like the thought of using CBD, we have a product for you too.
That's awesome. And coming from a judged event background and going to so many different associations and doing stuff, especially in the jumping world, they drug test a lot, especially in the hunter jumpers and the equitation. And going and traveling and doing all that, they do drug tests, and this is a really great option just in case your horse needs more focus or anxiety, all the above. Please go check out MJ Balm. We're rolling on into our next section of questions. So MJ Balm, so you created that, and it's been a huge success in the cutting world, the barrel world, and moving on to other disciplines, and I've had a great role with it. So tell me a bit about how that created and how that inspiration came.
Well, so everything's a human grade product, so I use it myself. I just did something to my shoulder, and like, that's what you smell on me. I've woke up all day long using it. But my balm, so all of it is human products, because a lot of people will say, well, can I use it on me? Well, yes, it is for humans. It's used on horses, tested on humans. So the balm, it's kind of a creamier kind of a feel. And you just rub it in wherever you're hurting. So like I'd say to people, just rub your pain away. Same on the horses. It actually also triggers acupuncture or acupressure points. So if you have a bad stifle, rub it all over the stifle. Your hock, suspensories, I'll put it in my horses' noses to help them breathe. The acupuncture point on their forehead to keep them calm. There's other points throughout the horse. So if you have any knowledge in acupuncture, use it. It works just like a needle. I created the spray, which is real easy to use as well. You just squirt it across the horse's back, hamstrings, shoulders. I use it at night sometimes. I'll spray them down, and then also I have a poultice I'll kind of put above it, like on the back or hocks, stifles, legs. But so the balm and the spray are the exact same thing. One just has beeswax, one does not. It's all a liposomal CBD. It's just highly absorbable into your skin, into their skin, even throughout all that hair, which is remarkable. But it will literally get rid of the pain. So I use it in place of either, sweating with other products like a Panalog or something like that. I'll sweat with my balm and use it like under my boots. I use it on everything. Everything around here has it all over them. The tincture I created because I do not personally like to give my horse guana bends. I don't like having to shoot them in the vein all the time, so I needed to come up with something, and I tested about 8 different ones of it, and this is the one that works the best for me and for countless people across the horse industry. I have people that call me and they're like, I can't get along with this horse and we're fighting, and I send them this and they use it, and then they call me back, they're like, that's magic. So it helps the horse and the rider, because then the rider's not going through all that too. But the way that I say to use it is, I don't like to use the dropper because I don't think the dropper is consistent enough for the horse. I use the dropper for me, and I take it every time before I show, especially barrel racing, because no matter how tough I may look or sound or whatever, when I go to barrel race, I'll look at my Apple Watch. I don't know how I don't have a stroke right there, because my heart rate's like 190 something. I'm thinking that is not good. But I do take one dropper full, and it settles all that down, and I can think, because when your heart rate's up, you can't think right. And for me in cutting, I really believe, like Augusta, I rode Sugar Ray Leonard there, and it was the best I cut. Like, that horse was phenomenal through every time I rode him. It was amazing. But anyway, on the horse, I do 3 cc's when I'm saddling them. And then if you were testing it out on your horse, because it does change for each horse. I don't know. I know y'all don't use as much on yours, do you?
So we give 3 cc's an hour out, and we run barrels. And Dallas, my mare, she gets really hot, and so we've tried other stuff, and some stuff just doesn't phase her, and then other stuff she's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But we give like 3 cc's. We've done 4 before, and I was like, a little too dead, but it makes them focus, and it really will. And if you want to put ADD in a horse, it'd be down.
Yeah. Well, I have people that use a half a cc. I don't know how that works, but they love it, and so go for it, you know. But each horse may metabolize it different, or will metabolize it differently. So I say start with 3, go up or down in quarter cc increments until you find your desired results. And I probably, if I'm working at home, I'm doing it, and once I saddle and do all my stuff, it's probably 40 minutes, 45 minutes before I'm actually working them. Like I warm them up with it. So it's probably similar, like you're saying. If I go to the barrel race, it's 45 minutes to an hour. Amazing on rope horses that are having issues in the box. Barrel horses having issues at the gate. It's amazing. Horses that, we just had a horse at the Summer Spectacular that did exceptionally well. And this first time she was using my tincture. So that's exciting.
So how can people find more about this?
mjbalm.com.
Yes. And so if y'all actually are local, so I'm in the Brandon, Mississippi area, and you're on the Tennessee line of North Mississippi. So if you want to get in touch with either of us and actually buy some MJ Balm, that'd be great. And it's a really great product. I highly recommend it. And so where can we keep up with you on social media?
What do you mean, like as far as
Instagram, Facebook?
Oh, I'm horrible at all that stuff. I'm on Facebook. I have me is Missy Jean Etheridge, and then my ranch is Belterre Ranch, and my stud is Sugar Ray Leonard, and then I do have the MJ Balm, but other people do all that for me because I can't keep up with it. And I'm not good at Instagram at all. I don't even know how to use it.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I've had a great day hanging out with you. Long day riding horses. And let me talk about my shirt. So this is actually an Ely Cattleman shirt. It's the green, and I really like it. It's my first time wearing it. I love Ely Cattleman. I've been repping the brand a lot recently, and I'm super happy. So if y'all want to go watch our previous episodes with Jenna Paulette, who actually created this shirt, who has the Cowboy Girl collection for Ely Cattleman, go check that out. And that was episode 1 up on Fallon.Frisbee on YouTube. Go subscribe and hit that notifications bell for more. And go follow Fallon.Frisbee on Instagram to go see some rodeo recaps and everything in between. So thanks for talking with me, Missy Jean, and that was episode 3.
Thank you.